This is 1340 WJOL. We're Will County's News Talk Sports. Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 17th. We are literally 2 weeks away from Halloween. And today, our Money Talk radio show from the NuMark Credit Union will focus on just that. More on that in a moment. We want to remind you that at the end of the program, we're going to give away a $25 Visa gift card, compliments of NuMark Credit Union. So we're going to talk to our experts here today on Halloween, or at least rules and regulations involving Halloween. And then we will ask you to repeat some information that either Tina or Chief gave us, and then be the correct caller, and you're going to win a $25 Visa gift card. How cool is that? And we'd like to also tell you that you can grow your money your way. NuMark Credit Union gives you flexibility with their Pick Your Term CD special. This is pretty cool. Check it out. They're offering 5% APY for terms 6 to 11 months. Act now, available only for a limited time. Again, pick your term. Other rates and terms are available. Federally insured by the NCUA. Call 815-729-3211 or visit a NuMark office near you. NuMark Credit Union, where you are family. Tina Oberlin is a NuMark Credit Union teller supervisor. She is live in our WJOL studios. Tina, how many years have you been with NuMark now? For as long as I can remember, and I got a pretty good memory.
I just celebrated an anniversary. 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, I know. It's like dinosaur time in banking.
Yeah, you usually bounce around a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, they usually do. They all, that's what they say to me. Oh, Tina, how long have you been here? Every day I hear that. It's kind of humorous.
It's like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You want me to go somewhere?
You want me to go? Yeah.
You want me to go somewhere?
Well, all right.
I use your tellers once a month to pay my mortgage. They do a great job. Fantastic job. So thank you on behalf of all of us members.
Great to hear. And I see you in there, so I know you're there.
Yep, we are there, and they do a really, really good job, and I appreciate them very, very much. The police chief of Crest Hill is Ed Clark. He joins us live in our WJOL studios. Hi, Chief.
How you doing, Scott?
Good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're here today. We're going to talk about Halloween and find out some fun things that are happening in the city of Crest Hill on the 31st. Chief, we're going to go ahead and start with you first, if you would. It's a fun time of year, but there's always a but there. We need to be careful to make sure everyone is safe. Let's talk a little bit about costumes. Once parents choose a costume, usually it's the kid telling mom or dad what they want, but kids aren't thinking about safety and things like that.
Yes, when you're choosing a costume, they always recommend that if you're getting a mask that the child can see through the mask, there's no issues. They really recommend that you use maybe a non-toxic makeup or something like that instead of the mask, just to avoid any issues with visibility. Make sure the clothing's not too baggy where they can trip and fall, get caught on something. Also, I would recommend too, either take glow sticks. I know we'll be handing out glow sticks during Halloween, the police department, as they're patrolling. But also, if you got reflective tape, you can put that somewhere on the costume where the motorist can see the child.
It's getting dark early now.
Yeah, it does get dark early, and that's the hard part.
Right.
Children, unfortunately, are more than twice as likely to get hit by a vehicle on Halloween than any other day. So that's something we need to be aware of.
So you guys, when you're cruising around, if you see a squad, they're going to have glow sticks inside the squad, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, we've been doing that for a couple of years now, just kind of handing them out as we're patrolling and do the best we can.
Yeah, very, very cool. All right, so people are excited. They're ready to go out trick-or-treating. Let's talk about protecting the children, other than the costumes and so on and so forth. Talk to the topic of protecting our children while they're out.
So we would always recommend that a parent or a adult chaperone, will go with the children. If you can't do that and you have an older child that you feel is responsible enough, make sure they have a cell phone to contact you. Let you know the path that they're taking while they're out. Also, try to use more well-lit areas and avoid the not so well-lit areas. Everybody knows the areas in their neighborhood that's not so well-lit. Try and avoid those areas. And, just make sure that you stay in a group, stick together. If 4 of you go, 4 of you come home, so that we know that everybody's accounted for.
Very cool. Chief, you have a little bit of a change in trick or treat hours in Crest Hill.
Yeah, this year we decided maybe to go with 3 to 7. City Council approved that. I would say that one of the reasons is Cheney Manji is an early out that day, a little more early. And Richland, I believe, has the day off. So our 2 bigger schools have a little bit more of an early dismissal. So it's just an opportunity for the children, if the parents are home, to get out a little bit earlier during the daylight.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I think the schools out where I live, too, are off at like 11:15 or something like that. So why not?
Yeah.
Get them out of the house and get them out there and be able to trick or treat in broad daylight too.
Earn all that candy. Get walking.
Exactly. That means I got to buy more. Maybe so. We're 3 to 7 in the city limits of Crest Hill.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. For the adults who are planning to give out candy during this festive occasion, what about tips for them?
So what I would recommend is store-bought candy. Get the stuff store-bought. Make sure when you buy it, it's in the packaging. I know people want to make something of their own. I know a lot of maybe seniors like to make stuff of their own and say, hey, it's extra special to them. I would avoid that. I would just make sure that it's handed out and keep it the regular manufactured candy and go from there.
Yeah, not that people would have bad intentions, but what we know about allergies and things like that, people, last thing you want to do is give somebody a cookie. They have a peanut allergy. You use peanut oil or something like that, and then we got problems.
Just that simple. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. It does. All right, so now we're back at home, and this is a good part where you just dump. I remember kids dumping on the kitchen table. What should we do before we dig in?
So the parents, I'm just looking back from when my kid was little, grab the bag, make sure you have it. You sort through it first, and obviously look through it. I would dispose of anything that's homemade, that looks homemade. Any of the packaging that's open, throw it out. Just don't even take the chance. And then you can obviously let the child have it. The stuff that's store-bought, that comes from the store, looks good, it's not smashed or there's any issues with it being open, because we have had, obviously, through the years, issues with that sort of thing. Yeah. So, make sure they're getting stuff from the store.
And if something does look odd, and not that they should call you when a package is open or something is store-bought, but if they see something that they believe is nefarious, then you would like to hear from them.
Absolutely. As I tell everybody, you're not bothering us.
Yeah.
If it turns out to be nothing, that's great.
Great.
Just call us. Make sure we can come take a look at it. And if it is something that's not above board, we'll take it and we'll do what we have to do with it.
Absolutely. So what is the Clark household giving out this year? Have you guys come up with your plans?
I don't think my wife has bought candy yet, which is terrible. Usually she does, but we've had a couple of things. We've been very busy the last month, so she, like clockwork, she'll be ready to go.
Chief, she knows that if she buys it early, you're going to find a stash.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it's going to be gone.
Without a doubt. Yep, without a doubt. They'll be the ones I like picked out of there.
That's right. All the Snickers will be gone in my household.
Oh, yeah.
A big fan. Tina, what about you? What are the Oberlins giving out?
The Oberlins are giving out, once again, full-size candy bars.
Suck up.
We love, our police like to visit me, too.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, they come visit me because they know they can get a full-size Reese or Babe Ruth or whatever it is. Because, it's the kids.
I know.
Why mess around with a handful of little ones? Give them a big one.
Her cookies are ridiculous.
Her cookies are ridiculous?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but we can't give those out on
You
the
can give it to the
Can't
police,
do it.
though.
Yeah.
I have for better part of 3 decades.
Yes.
Really?
Until COVID hit. Every Christmas I would make, oh my God, how many dozen? I don't know. It was 100 and some dozen cookies.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
What kind?
They'd be gone.
A mixture.
They'd be gone.
Chocolate mint chip, my special recipe, peanut butter chip. There was Heath bar. I made a variety, and I brought these giant tins over to them. And the rule was, if I don't get the tins back, you don't get the cookies next year. So I would come home a week or two later, and empty tins would be in my flower pots with notes, please refill me. Yeah. It's kind of comical. Yeah. I'm glad they enjoyed it, though. We appreciate our police.
Chief, who is the chief in this room? That's what I'm wondering right now. You don't bring the tins back?
Hey, persuasion goes a long way.
That's awesome. That is very, very cool. All right, so I think I'm going to go big bars this year. You're right.
Yeah.
Spend a little extra cash. Kids are nice.
Well, you can get good deals if you
I know. If you go early, you got it. All right, so Tina, we'll ask both of you this question. A lot of parents look for alternatives for door-to-door trick-or-treating. What are some alternatives that you can look for in your community, Tina?
Well, I think there's always, you could do little neighborhood parties. Do you do the neighborhood trunk or treats where, it's a safe place for kids, especially in areas where it's not quite so family friendly. You organize a trunk or treat for a group of your neighbors. You can have a movie night, host a pumpkin carving contest. There's a lot of little things that don't take a lot of money or effort that you can do, especially if you don't have the resources, to throw a big shenanigan. You can do little things like that, and the children, they love anything related to carving pumpkins and getting candy. They're gonna love it.
That's right.
Movies, Halloween movies. Show Halloween movies and serve popcorn. It's great.
Just as long as they're all dressed up in their little costumes. That's what they really want.
That's right. Everything's a little ghoulish. Yes.
Chief, what have you seen over the years in terms of alternatives for door to door?
Well, I know the movie thing was a big one. I've seen a lot of people with, if a neighbor has a projector, maybe they'll project it up against the garage or something and have the kids all sitting out and, while it's still warm and watch the movie. I've seen that before. I've just seen parties before, those sort of things. I know schools at times have done after hours things for the kids to kind of, especially in bad weather, knowing that bad weather's coming.
Sure.
Those things, small things you can do just to, keep the spirit without having to do the trick-or-treating.
All right, Tina, you sound creative, cookie woman over here. Do you have any other fun activities you would recommend during Halloween night?
Well, they can have they judge the Halloween costume
Ooh,
contest.
I like that.
That's kind of a cute thing. I do my own personal one. I give out the candy and I look at the kids and I just get such a kick out of it because some of the parents are really, really creative in these costumes. You can tell they made them themselves. So that's a great thing to do. Once again, and give little prizes to the kids who win the contest.
We made the mistake early on, guys. We were Disney Channel parents, so our kids, Bear in the Big Blue House and Roly Poly Oly and all that stuff. We made the mistake of actually spending a ridiculous amount of money on Halloween costumes, and now they are still in our home, in our closet, and I counted up the other day maybe about $500 or $600 worth of costumes that we spent over the course of the years. So yeah, you don't need to do that. Get creative.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the store and spend all that money.
I know, it was crazy. First-time parents, you're like all excited.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. All right, Halloween displays are becoming popular. There's a dude, this isn't Crest Hill, I don't think down here. It's that would be Plainfield Township down here. Chief, have you seen the ginormous skeleton down here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's up year-round, by the way.
That's a big one. Yeah.
That's up year-round.
He dresses it for the holidays.
He
does. Yeah, it's cute.
But you guys have got a Menards in Crest Hill. You walk through their department, and they got these massive displays. So that's a big thing right now.
Yeah, it's the number 2 holiday. Halloween, just under Christmas, yeah.
All right, Chief, what should we do and what shouldn't we do if we're going to set up one of those displays? Guys, you got to batten it down, right?
Well, you got to batten it down. You got to make sure it's all secured to the ground. I make sure that's not something that's near the sidewalk or any walkways. Something that kids can trip over. I would recommend that if you do have you're investing the money into a big display, I would recommend surveillance equipment or some kind of make sure you get something from Ring or all those other companies that you can keep an eye on your equipment, because we've had, unfortunately, the children that decide, or young adults that decide to go and do some damage to it, and so you got to protect your equipment, and it's a big investment. So I would make sure that maybe if there's noise involved, and be cognizant of your neighbors. Make sure it's not doing it late at night where they're trying to sleep.
Sure.
So because we're going to get a call and we're going to handle it accordingly. So traffic too. If you're going to go watch it, maybe park down the street and walk up to it, as opposed to all that. I've seen all the line of cars and then you got a big, big traffic jam in the neighborhood. So.
Aren't you glad that Stranger Things display is in Plainfield and not in Crest Hill?
That works for me. Yeah. We've had a couple really nice displays when it comes to Christmas, and I know the city has a contest every year. And I mean, these people they're just beautiful. They're nice.
Oh, you should see my son's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Our
Is it
yard-
good?
oh, every
What's
every
he
year
do?
he goes. He's got like 8 or 10 of these giant inflatables. And
Oh, yeah.
He's got stuff all over. He goes crazy.
That's awesome.
He goes nuts. He loves it.
Very, very cool. I'm glad you brought that up too, because I on Facebook last night I was looking for something, and my feed popped up, and a friend of mine that I went to college with is in Valpo. He said Sunday night, like 7:00, he put something out. 7:15, car pulls up, kid jumps out. He's got it on video. Kid stole everything, put it in his car, and drove off.
Wow.
Just like 15 minutes, he had it out.
Ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
That
I mean,
is.
I always say, I'll find something for that kid to do. Don't worry. There's
I know
something
you
more to
would.
do than that.
I know you
So
would.
We got plenty of work for you.
I know you would. That's why you should not break the law in Crest Hill. They don't play. They do not play. And that's a compliment, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Yep, absolutely so. All right. So those are your Halloween tips. Guys, did we cover everything? Is there anything that we didn't cover, Tina?
Well, I just think that everybody should be cognizant of the children out and, drive very slow, be careful, leave your lights on at your house if you're participating. Keep the area as well lit for the kids as you can to make things safer. And, if you're giving out candy, just keep an eye on things. I stand there and watch. I mean, not only do I like the costumes, but I like to keep an eye on the kids and, any cars coming through just to be observant. Because,
Yeah.
911's just a heartbeat away.
It's been a tradition of mine for years to give out candy. I love it. Rox was like, "Can I do it?" No, this is my deal. I always put a little mask on and I just stand there and I try to be scary and freak the kids out and get the dog out there and everything. So that's always it's more of a night for me than it is for them, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. Guys,
And-
thanks.
And it's really kind of cute because the little kids get such a kick out of my son's display. And
Oh, I bet they
come
do.
up there and they want to get their picture taken with Halloween Yoda. And, I love watching them do that. It's
Yeah.
fun.
And I like watching the young parents go exactly through now what we went through a long time ago. And they got the overpriced, costumes, as we mentioned. And I always have beverages if 21 or older as well. I do card.
There you go.
So there we go.
Excellent.
Some of these parents are young these days. Chief Clark, Tina Oberlin. Guys, thanks for coming in this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happy
Appreciate it.
Halloween.
Happy
You as
Halloween.
well. Happy Halloween.
And next time we do those cookies, we're
Okay.
2410 Caden Farm Road in Crest Hill.
Set her up.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Got it? And I do return tins. All right, I'm going to give away a $25 Visa gift card, compliments of the fine folks at NuMark Credit Union, 815-254-7300. What are the trick-or-treat hours in Crest Hill? Chief said the city council approved new trick-or-treat hours this year. What are they? First correct caller on the Turk Furniture Studio line will win a $25 Visa gift card, which will go a long way towards buying you your Halloween candy to hand out this year. Again, 815-254-7300. Before we get the winner, grow your money your way. NuMark Credit Union gives you flexibility with their Pick Your Term CD special. They're offering 5% APY for terms of 6 to 11 months. Act now available only for a limited time. Other rates and terms available. Federally insured by the NCUA. Call 815-729-3211 or visit a NuMark office near you. NuMark Credit Union, where you are family. Let's go to the Turk Furniture Studio line. Hi, good morning. You're on WJOL. Who is this?
Bonnie,
Hello, Bonnie. Where are you calling from, Bonnie?
Joliet,
From Joliet. All right. What are the trick-or-treat hours in Crest Hill?
from 3 to 7.
3 to 7. Chief, is that right?
That is correct.
That is absolutely right. Bonnie, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, do you know where NuMark is located in Crest Hill?
I sure do.
Okay, you go to the tellers and make sure that Tina takes care of you. Ask for Tina when you don't have to do that, but put her to work. And just say, hey, I won on Money Talk. Bring your driver's license. And I believe I have your last name here on caller ID, so we're good to go. That's all you need to do, okay?
Okie doke. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bonnie. Have yourself a great day, and we appreciate you all listening to another edition of Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union.